Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Everyone tell me something good. What are your wins, your celebrations, something you're just dang proud of? I saw Jess Hoberg in the office for the first time in a while. That was a win.
Oh,
Caitlin gets a chance to sell her short sale again. That's a win.
I'm glad I'm glad you're able to pose it that way because yeah.
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 Yeah. People, don't let your sellers get 4 times more solar than their house needs. I can't believe they don't have a case. That seems absolutely asinine.
Well, we didn't pursue anything because the buyers were like, "Oh yeah, we're okay with this." But after having time to like look into it, they're like, "No, this is astronomical," which it is. It is $110,000 for solar on an 1,800 square foot house is diabolical.
Jesus.
Oh my
What?
gosh, that's awful.
Yeah,
What are they trying to do? Power the neighborhood?
dude, right? I'm like, and they don't even have an electric car. I'm like, come on, you have no fighting case.
That's enough electricity for like 3 houses.
Yeah.
God bless.
How
They
did that
think they're
happen?
they think they're in Texas. They're planning for like 2 weeks of no power.
Well, even in Texas, you don't need 2 weeks worth of solar. You need one night worth of solar. You need like 9,000 kilowatt in a battery. And then the next day, guess what? More sun. I'm not a genius, but I'm pretty sure solar works when the sun's out. And I think Texas gets a lot of it. Do you know Arizona gets like 350 days of sun a year?
I could see that.
Tucson, specifically, there's 300 plus days of sun a year. All right. I have let myself yammer long enough so you guys could get your eyebrows ready to get your wins ready. What are they? Come on.
I
I
should
had
be
to.
putting,
Good. Good.
I should be putting in another offer this week for my client.
You will?
I will be, and then I get to go to Disneyland tomorrow.
Yay, Disney.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
I get to spend it with my baby brothers too, so that's fun.
Disney and double dudes. Love that.
Oh, love it.
Cute little monsters.
Yeah, they are monsters, that's for sure.
It's exciting. Other
Woo.
wins.
Okay,
Other than
Eric, you go.
no, Eric's too excited. I want someone else. Call on you. 3, 2, 1. Heather Michael.
Sorry, I'm at the hospital.
How's your mom doing?
Kind of goes up and down a little bit.
Net positive, net negative.
Uh, Negative.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, we're praying for her. That's all of us together. Collective good vibes.
Thank you.
Mara, this is your time to shine. I know you got something to say, especially about 3 hours from now.
Oh yes, all agent meeting today in Tucson, 11 o'clock. Goal setting, mid-year reset. Please show up. Lunch is free.
Oh, free lunch. That's it? Are we done with wins? Okay, Eric, you can share now.
My managing broker reached out to me for help, and I was able to give him the help.
Technically, your wife did.
Yeah, technically. But I got to point you in the right direction of somebody instead of me coming to you asking for help.
Yes, you did. It is a balanced ecosphere. I've asked Eric one question, and we are now balanced. So, is that it? You guys just done? Just no one worked? No one got a win? No one did anything cool that they're proud of?
Actually, Dan, if anybody else knows of anyone in need, we've been trying to send out a few cards to people for things going on. So, if you could maybe reach out to me and let me know if anybody knows of anybody else with that might need a little extra love from the culture committee and our agents.
I got one person, Mara. I'll send you an email.
Okay, thanks, guys.
The community only works when you lean into the community, right? People only get value when they show up. We had an agent leave the company that went to their next brokerage and talked all kinds of madness about how Keller Williams didn't have any training. My last broker didn't do anything for development. I just felt lost the whole time. How many of you just sprinkled your face like, what the hell?
Me.
Again, starving people that stand outside of an all-you-can-eat buffet are dumb. You have the resources, you have the keys, the door is open. Go get it. So if you in your life are starving for knowledge or starving for support or starving for some guidance, don't be dumb. Please, for the love of your future, ask. Right? I am not too big to ask for things that I don't know. And I called Eric. First person I thought to send Eric a text. I needed a roofer in Sierra Vista. Eric's in Sierra Vista. I'm not. So I'm not going to spend time on Google and reading reviews and doing all this shit. I'm going to do what you should do is I'm going to reach out for someone I know would have an answer or at least direct me in the right direction. But if you fail to lean in or you fail to get the support or the coaching or the guidance or the advice that you need because you didn't ask, whose fault is it? You ever seen that meme, the guy riding a bicycle and then takes a stick and puts it in his own wheel and then falls on the ground mad? Yeah. How many people in this world are like that?
Too many.
Just hurt themselves and blame others. Well, it may not feel like you're hurting yourself, but if you got questions, ask them. I enjoy answering questions for people. I know I might sound grumpy on the phone, but because you called me in a very terrible moment, and I am trained to answer my phone no matter what. But ultimately, I want there to be someone there for you. If it's not me, it's Mara. If it's not Mara, it's Eric. If it's not Eric, it's Liz. If it's not Liz, it's Serena. If it's not Serena, it's Trey. I hope you guys get the vibe. It's somebody that's there to help you. So if you need questions answered, you need advice, you need guidance, you need anything, it's an open way. Ask. And not doing so is harming yourself. Does anyone know my rule of agent struggling? How long should you struggle before you ask for help?
35%.
Wait, was it 3 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Gotcha.
Struggle for 5 minutes. Try to figure it out. Try to figure it out for 5 minutes, because then if you figure it out, now it's a solution you have forever. If you can't figure out in 5 minutes, what are you doing?
Phone you.
Phone a friend.
You're wasting time if you don't. I would say most of my broker level conversations or calls or questions are less than 5 minutes. Some agents don't even hesitate. And to those agents, remember, figure it out before you reach for help. But 5 minutes is your maximum figure it out time. And I'm not saying figure it out because I'm mean and I want you to do it yourself because I'm a disciplinarian grumpy puss. No, it's because when you figure it out or you solve your own problems, do you not feel better? Do you not get excited? You're like, I got it. Never mind, figured it out. That's the behavior we want to train in ourselves. Figure it out. Take a step back from the situation, try to figure it out. If you can't figure it out and you're struggling or you feel lost, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Why 5 minutes, Audra?
Because we don't want to waste too much time.
Yeah. Guys, we are in the attention economy. How much attention do most people have? 7 seconds, right? How long is a TikTok video? One of the best things you can do for yourself is flex that figure it out muscle. but don't go into hours upon hours upon hours of, oh my God, I can't figure this out. I'm so stressed out. Now you're crying and tearful because it's not working. Anyone ever been there?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Let's be honest with ourselves. Here's your permission. You've got permission to ask for help. You got permission to figure it out. You've got permission to believe in yourself that you are capable of solving a problem.
There's no reason to get defeated and beat up on yourself if you can't figure it out because someone has a solution. You try to learn how to do it yourself, and then that's a feather in your cap. But once someone has a solution, it's now you've learned it, and now you can move on and address it later in the future.
Now it becomes part of your tool belt, right? Once you buy a tool from the store, unless you lose it or give it up or throw it away, you tend to keep it for a long time.
Quality tools, not dollar store tools.
Oh, come on. You mean the screwdriver that the handle spins and the blade doesn't? It doesn't do very well because it just spins in your hand. Garbage. But Mike's right? Somebody has a solution. Now, I'll tell you, if I don't know the solution, I will tell you. That's an interesting question. Or, hey, you know what? I've never heard that before. Let me look into it. Who's on the call that's had that with me so far? Had something I didn't have the answer to right away. How long did it take me to get the answer, Eric?
Like 30 seconds.
What did I have to do?
You Googled it.
I figured it out. All right, I figured it out. Took me 30 seconds. I Googled it. Now, if I can do that, am I a better Googler than you? Probably.
It's like talking about grapefruits. What's the life cycle? What's the color cycle? We're on the phone and Dan's like in the middle of it, Googling what's the color cycle.
And we're talking about his tree in his front yard. I drove by his house the other day and he's got this grapefruit tree that was dying a couple years ago, like on its deathbed, like 6 leaves and 2 branches. And now it looks like Jumanji. And it's like the little grapefruit tree that could. And I drove by, I was like, dude, that thing looks amazing. I don't like grapefruits, but I'm excited for Mike's grapefruit tree. Just because it's like, hey, it was dying and the guy told him to take it out, but he didn't, and now it's alive. I'm like, that's cool to me. And I get excited for him. Now he's got these beautiful orange trees that I'll take me some oranges. But we're on the conversation, and I don't know the answer. I don't know what a grapefruit looks like when it's brand new or growing. So like Mike said, in the middle of the conversation, boom, research it, figure it out. I think
apparently they look like large limes.
Yeah, they look like huge limes. Giant limes. But one of the best traits I have found in successful agents, and this is me coaching and talking to agents for the better part of the last decade, high performers. You want to know the trait that underlines successful agents that non-successful agents don't have? Curiosity.
Consistency.
Oh, that too, Audrey. That's consistency is the big one, but it's curiosity.
Well, full of that.
People want it done for them. People don't want to know how it works. Well, the agents that I feel are massive successful are the ones that are like the big team owners and the mega agents are the ones that get super curious about how people work, how deals work, how the systems work, because they want to understand how they work so they can use them in their benefits. They're curious. Another thing there is anti-fragility. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. They are not so fragile that when something comes up they don't know, that they throw their hands up and quit. They go, I don't know. Who do I know that does? That's why I want you guys to be comfortable asking questions, asking for advice, asking for feedback. Hey, let me run something by you. And by a show of hands, anyone on this call that would not be open to having that conversation. If someone were to call you and say, hey, Josh, can I run something by you? Is that going to bug you? No. One, it's probably going to make them feel good that you're like, oh shit, I'm going to ask Josh. Maybe Josh knows. And two, you get Josh's perspective. You don't know what Josh's life has been like. You don't know what Josh has seen. So having Josh's perspective might be completely invaluable. it might be the absolute change agent to everything you need because you have a new vision, a new focus on things. What do you think the number one reason I have heard people say why they don't ask for help is?
They don't want to bother anybody.
Yeah,
Oh.
say it again, Audra.
Don't want to bother anybody.
Right? I don't want to bug you.
Or they'll look embarrassed.
Right? Another part of that, Marianne, same thing. It's something I should know. I hear that all the time. It's something I should know. Guys, call Steve Lemons. Have a conversation with him today. Call him and say, hey, candidly, how many times has Dan asked you a stupid question that he should know? Steve's going to laugh. Because I have been in the middle of a brain fart and been like, I have no idea. I can't remember, Steve. What does this mean? And he's like, dude, you're dumb. But this is what it means. No, he never says you're dumb, ever.
It's important to ask, right? Because pride can cost your clients a ton of money. It can cost you a ton of money if they decide that they're going to take legal action. So it's important to find out and ask questions rather than just, go with conviction if you don't know it.
Yeah, don't be so bullheaded and like, oh, I've been in this business for 10 years. I should know that. This is right. No, if you're unsure, get concrete advice. If you're 95% sure and you want to get that other 5%, say, hey, let me run something by you. This is my thoughts. This is what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, that's absolutely it.
I show 600 houses a month,
Yeah, 600. In the spirit of transparency here, you want to let people know that you're professional. Get them the right information. I'm not the expert because I have all the information. I'm the expert because I know where to find it. I am damn dangerous with Google and other AI tools. They have unlocked a knowledge base for me that has allowed me to do some crazy things. I installed an exterior door yesterday on a shed. Can I tell you how many times I've done that? And it closes. Wild. You know what it took? It took a 6-minute YouTube video. It also took my handyman blowing me off for 2 weeks, and I got tenants moving in next week, so I don't have time to wait. He hit me up with, oh, I'm finally free. I can do it this week. I'm like, dude, I needed it done last week. Can you do it today? He's like, yeah, I'll do it today. Didn't get it done yesterday. Guess what? I got it done. Right? I spent 2 weeks waiting for someone else to answer a question for me. I spent 6 minutes, figured it out. Well, technically, I spent 30 seconds and then watched 4.5 minutes more and then watched another part again. But less than 5 minutes and I figured it out. I said, you know what? That's not that hard. I can do it. I am not too proud to say I don't know. I am not too proud to learn and to fail. And I am not too important for anybody at any level of any life to ask me a question. Right? My grandfather was a very dark man. Quiet, brooding. But he was a genius. No one knew it because he didn't talk to nobody. Didn't share it with the world. A lifetime of knowledge, a lifetime of expertise that he shared to no one. Not even my dad. That's a waste. I love my dad. My dad is the type of person that he will figure it out. I don't care what it is. I'll figure it out. Never done that before. Let's research it. That's where I get it from. And now I'm at the point in my life where my dad calls me and says, son, I don't know how to do this. How do you do that? I'm like, Dad, it's the internet. Google it. Right? The funny thing is, he asks me dumb shit about his iPhone. Like I'm some kind of tech guru because I have an iPhone. I'm like, Dad, I barely know how to turn it on. Google it.
I'm signed up for classes.
What was that, Fab?
You can do classes at Apple.
You can. I'm not going to. I don't have time for that. But
Send
what
him.
what I do have time for is Googling it. So There's a lot to be learned, a lot to be had when it comes to that environment, guys. Is think about it, right? If I got to struggle through it, I'm gonna struggle through it. But don't struggle for more than 5 minutes. And if someone's too busy to talk in that moment, it doesn't mean they're too busy for you. It just means they're too busy in that moment. Give them a minute. They'll come back to you. Right. I think Fabi sent me a voice message yesterday. I got back for about an hour later, maybe. Which is a long response.
No, I feel like it was shorter than that.
Yeah,
It was
maybe.
a silly question, anyways.
4:47. I got back to you at 5:37. 5:30-ish is when I called you. So, but you touch base, you get back to it. You say, "Hey, I'm here." So, I think the person I'm waiting for at my house just showed up. They're sitting behind me in a truck. Man, one of my favorite things. I'll be there at 8. That's them. I am here outside. So hopefully they'll go pick it up on their own and I can spend some extra time with you, but it looks like an older lady. Let me go handle that. You guys talk amongst yourself for 4 minutes.
What was the solar panel thing about, Caitlin?
I have a short sale, and one of the the solar that they got put on their house is astronomical. They've had it for a year. They still owe 108,000, and there's like no way for them to get out of it. So we found a buyer that was like good with it, but just the longer that the short sale process just takes so long. And the longer that we were in contract for it, the more they researched about it, and they just decided like it's not worth it. Which, I mean, I can't blame them, because it's crazy.
And how long have your clients lived in that home?
They moved into the house in August of 2024. And they got the solar put on in November. So maybe a little over a year, but still. They've like made no dent basically. And they didn't even read that was the other problem. My clients didn't fully read the setup. Yeah. And they thought it was just $289 every single month for 25 years. No, they're on a 25-year lease where by year 25, they're paying $455 a month. I'm like, what?
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure.
Sometimes trick people though too, to tell them stuff.
Well, and we like, I feel like they have a case like with it, what do they call it? The consumer protection attorneys. We had contacted one, but then we got in contract and the buyers were fine with it. And because my clients are going through a short sale, they don't have the time or the money to be able to like fight this battle with them, basically. Yeah. So it's like a double-edged sword for us. And then they also have a water softener that has a balance of 9,000 that has to be paid off in full before they can sell it. So the buyers weren't even going to take that. My sellers were going to take that with them and just continue to pay on it. But yeah, so it's not great. And like my clients are in even worse of a situation now. Like he just got his truck repoed and he's going through like personal family stuff. So it's just, I don't really know. I feel very, I don't know, overwhelmed, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It sounds like they should report it to the Attorney General's office, though. That does not sound like
Is that who I would go to, Mara?
Yeah, Arizona Attorney General's office has an online consumer complaint portal. I just Googled it, guys.
You're amazing. Okay. Thank you. I just, it feels like highway robbery.
Well, it sounds super predatory. I mean,
that's
insane to do $110,000. $110,000 on an 1,800 square foot home.
To give you some insight, Caitlin, how ridiculous that is. My house, which you've been in,
Yes.
$98,000 for the system.
See, and yours is like 7,000 square feet. See, oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 3 houses worth of solar.
Yeah, it.
Good news, guys.
Oh.
Dan's buying lunch.
I am. It's free. You have to come to the market center at 11 o'clock and listen to goal setting with Colleen Hoffman.
I'll be there.
I'm glad you asked about the solar stuff, Abby, because it affects you guys in the California market too. You guys have a lot of solar out there also.
Yeah.
I didn't see a ton of solar in Sierra Vista, but they may have some out that way. But anywhere that's got a lot of solar, guys, look out for that, because some elderly clients, not even elderly, I don't even think Caitlin's clients are elderly. I think they're just dumb. Were they just signed because they said, yeah, it's only going to be X amount per month and you'll be set for life, not realizing how much of an actual bill they were saddled with. And $100,000 for solar is insane.
Fun fact, they typically don't repo the panels because it's too much work and they can't come on the property.
Fun fact, Mikey was going to go repost some panels for us, and we're going to put a solar array on his house.
Has anyone ever had it where they're going through a foreclosure and they'll come and take the panels so it doesn't get?
Nope.
No?
We had a property that we were under contract for my clients to buy, and it had solar. Basically, he was behind on everything, IRS. I mean, just the list went on and on. So it ended up becoming a short sale. Yeah,
Yes.
and it ended up falling through because essentially, even at 800 and where were we at? We're around 860,000. It didn't even touch his IRS bill. So all the other creditors still weren't getting paid, so they canceled the contract on us. However, as far as the solar loan goes, he was in default. They never came to get it. They just tagged on a lien on it. They had no intention of coming to get the panels. They just were going to try to recoup their money.
When it sells, yeah.
Yeah, when it sells, which I think it ended up finally selling for 860 after everything cleared. But yeah, I did a bunch of research on it, and typically, I mean, you're still running the risk of it, but typically it's not in their best interest or worth their time to come and pull the panels off. It costs too much.
Oh yeah.
So why are your clients selling? They just need the money?
For my clients?
Yeah.
I mean, he lost his job last October and he made really good money. And then he lost his job. He hasn't been able to find a good job since. Like, he works in the mines. So they've defaulted on their mortgage. I just said he got his truck repoed. They've basically lost everything. So they're trying to avoid foreclosure. But yeah, the company is LightReach. If anyone's ever curious, I don't know how they are with other people, but horrible experience for my clients. So I would not recommend them at all.
LightReach.
LightReach.
But on a blacklist. They're probably out of business by now, anyways. All right, guys. What was your lesson for the day? What was your one thing you're going to take forward in today to the rest of your life?
Google
it.
Google it, Fabby. What was that, Audra?
Make sure you understand what you're buying too.
Okay, yeah, make sure you know what you're buying. Read the contract.
Literally.
Also, do you guys ever throw a contract in your chat GPTs or your Claudes or whatever and say, hey, tell me the secret things in this?
A contract?
Contract.
Oh.
That's how I was able to understand the LightReach contract. That's what I did. And I wish they would have done that.
Yeah. All right, my friends. 11 o'clock today at the office. You're going to be in Tucson, have some lunch, learn some goals, hear from some pretty awesome people. The rest of you, Tucson's better. I was kidding.
Yeah.
Not really. I still love you. I think Fabby's got the best weather. Gracie's got the best view. Jim's got the best mountains or the best trees. Sierra Vista's down there.
We got the Mexican food.
We have better Mexican food. I'll tell you that firsthand. I can tell you. I've eaten at Guadalajara in Sierra Vista, and I've eaten at Guadalajara in Tucson. And Tucson's
Better. Bye-bye. Better.
what do you say?
All we got is the weather, Dan. That's it.
You guys have. Oh, it was amazing. We were out showing houses. We were outside walking around talking. We stood in the front yard talking instead of in the AC. It was weird. It was super weird. It was nice though. And then I got home and realized I was sunburnt. That was interesting. Forehead. All right, guys. Thank you for being a part of my morning. Be a part of my tribe. Guy, I'm never too busy to help you. I'm never too busy to answer questions. None of us are. If you have needs, reach out and ask, okay? I'm not going to come door to door and give you a sandwich bag. You have to come to the buffet and get what you need. It's world class. All it takes is a little bit of energy. Sound good?
Sounds good.